y'all? Welcome back to Realtaboo. I'm your host, Franklin, a.k.a. Glove.
I'm Jay.
And I'm the guest for today, Janaya, a.k.a. Naya.
Y'all seen her on the other, topics or whatever. Today's topic, we're going to do one of the, part two of the one we've done already before. It's about cyberbullying. And the question I posed on the topic was, who do you blame when a kid commits suicide or somebody commits suicide due to cyberbullying? Do you blame the parents? Do you blame the bully? Or do you blame the actual victim? Who do you blame when suicide is committed for cyberbullying? And who wants to take this one first?
I'm going to let the guest, say her opinion.
Well, okay, clearly that's a tough one. But I don't really like to use the word blame. I don't think it's anybody's fault that this is happening. What I really want to talk about with you guys too is I just don't understand
why it's happening.
Why are we at a point in society where people are taking their lives over bullying, and not just bullying like face to face, where we used to beat up on each other.
Yeah.
Check your text message. I just texted you something.
But people are taking their lives over things that are being said on the internet. Like I don't get it. And if we can use the word blame, who do you blame for somebody really feeling their life is completely valuable?
Being that you're a mother, how would you feel if your daughter? What would you say if your daughter was being bullied through text messages and stuff like that? What would you tell her to do?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like with her, I'm teaching. She's very young, so I mean, obviously this doesn't apply.
You got a minute.
It doesn't apply. Yeah.
But with her, it starts with teaching her about herself and about the value of life, and helping her create a positive self-esteem about herself. I don't want her to be arrogant, where she's really literally saying, well, I just don't care about nothing. But I want to get to her.
But the point is, you're not going to let somebody dictate the way you feel about yourself.
I want to get her to a place in life where she literally just really doesn't care how other people feel about her, especially on the internet. And I mean,
especially on Facebook. Oh my God. That person said I'm ugly.
And see, here's the thing. I know I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack from other parents, but to me, there's a difference between bullying and assault. If my child comes home and says, somebody's picking on me, then I'm going to say, guess what? It's happened since the beginning of time.
Right.
Here's what you do. If it gets to the point where somebody is assaulting her, like physically hurting her, or, bringing weapons, that's something different. But whatever happened to sticks and stones?
You know
what I'm saying?
Remember
what happened to sticks and stones?
That's what I said on my topic. I said sticks and stones. Now it's like this generation, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will cause me to kill myself. It just sounds ridiculous. It sounds dumb coming at back in the day. It would say words would never hurt. Now it's true. Now it's like, oh God, he said this about me. I'm gonna go kill myself.
Kids are watching Conjunction Junction and getting ideas of how to murder folks.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand.
I'm about to bring some new verbs.
You know what I'm saying?
My legal verbs. It's like, damn, we shouldn't have rap stars. I mean, they're going to say some harsh stuff.
I mean, everybody knows how I feel. I mean, basically, the way I still feel about it is, I can't believe that people are killing themselves because they got a rude text message or Facebook. Someone said something about somebody on Facebook. It's that serious to the point you feel like doing bodily harm to yourself. Wouldn't it be wise to just say, you know what, Facebook and MySpace isn't a thing for me?
Right.
Or block the phone number of the person that's calling you, harassing you, change your phone number. Something other than committing suicide could occur.
Yeah, and then you have to think about it from the parental standpoint. How do you allow it to get to this point where your child is committing suicide and you haven't even seen
and you didn't even know?
Like, you should have seen 3 years worth of harassment happening to your child. Or there needs to be some more open communication where your child is telling you these things are going on so that you can talk about it or get therapy or do whatever you need to do so that it doesn't get to that point of taking your life.
Here's basically what it all boils down to, people. Parents are punks. I'm tired of it. No, I'm really serious.
That wasn't a P word. That wasn't a P word I was going to use. But
well, actually, okay. Thank you for giving me that okay. P-U, crooked letter, Y, because you are. You're punks, okay?
So are the teenagers. They're all P-U, crooked letter, Y.
But time out.
Well, I ain't going to say all parents and teenagers is fine.
No, I'm saying this. I'm saying this. I can't even fully blame the kids. Because the parents is where it starts at. If you're going to raise them that way, like, we've already said, you're very involved in your daughter's life, in your kid's life.
I can't even get rid of her for a tape.
You know what I'm saying? For the taping, she in here. But you know, this is the thing. This is what I like to see. I like to see parents involved with their kids. And I think, and if you look back at a lot of these situations where people are killing themselves, which I think is utterly retarded. I don't give a crap who don't like what I'm saying. I don't respect people that, you know, commit suicide. So, and I don't blame the kids anymore.
Well, this is where
I can't blame the kids.
This is where I
The
disagree
parents
with you at.
aren't- Okay, go ahead. What do you disagree with?
I disagree with you because there's a lot of people growing up that the parents couldn't be there. And I was one of those. My mom had to work. She worked hard. She did everything she can for all four of us. And there's no problem with that. You know, I give her much love for that. And there's a lot of other people that are the same way, that the parents just worked a lot and couldn't be there. But I knew one thing. I knew one thing.
That's like saying I'm lonely. There's four of you.
I mean, you can still be lonely even though you got your brothers and sisters, you know, your siblings or whatever. You can still be that standout. You know what I mean? But I'm just gonna give you an example though. We still learn how to defend ourselves, stand up for ourselves, and feel good about ourselves to the point where if someone's gonna talk mess about it, you either gonna get your ass whooped by one of us,
Right.
or all of us, or something's gonna happen. It was like we knew that I'm not gonna kill myself over it. And I just feel like we are raising a generation full of PU, crooked letter, wise, to the point that where they it's like, I don't know. They're just so much different from the way us people in the 80s were.
It is.
I mean, with the Dougie and the dancing, the tight pants, skinny jeans, stuff like that wasn't even. I mean, the skinny girl jeans, that's not even hot, dude. You look like a PU, crooked letter, Y, wearing that jean right now. So it's like they're just so different from us. They're feminine in a way. They are feminine.
But then,
and so are the women. They're super feminine.
But then, like, too, going back to the whole idea about, like, people being raised by the television and stuff like this. Another problem... I know.
What is this Zordon?
Another problem that I have is the fact that, you know, there's celebrities that are coming out now and making like these public service announcements about bullying.
So
and you know what? I'm not totally against it because there are kids who
listen to
who are alone. And, you know, they'll listen to these celebrities. They'd rather hear it from Ellen that it's okay to be gay than, you know, to go through this with their
now, wait, but see, one thing they did promote, and this is where I disagree at, it was, like, only directed towards the gay teens. What about the other teens?
That are just awkward
and I mean, you don't have to be gay in order to do a promo. Do it for everybody.
No,
you know
and my thing of it is, going back, you know, like we said, you know, bullying back in the day was you came and told me, where's your lunch money, punk? You jacked us, you beat us up, and I feel that bullies...
That was you. I ain't get bullied like that.
I mean, everybody
I had lunch money, so you want to take... I don't know what you're going to take.
I didn't have lunch money either, but I'm just saying the fact that, you know, bullies were bullies back then. They weren't... Now the bullies are punks. You texting me like, did you get my text?
I called you to see if you got my text message.
You got my lunch money, punk. You know, happy face.
But you know what? It leads to back what I said in the previous topic. I blame the victim. I think you have to be strong enough to stand on your own 2 feet and not commit suicide. I guess that's I could understand if you cry about it. I could understand if you complain, if you run to a teacher or your parent about it. But to kill yourself over it.
I don't think that I could ever blame the victim though, because you don't know.
Products of the parent or the teachers.
But and then you clearly nobody knows what led up to this, which is my problem. Is that it gets to this point and nobody notices it until it's too late.
Done.
Well, let me ask you this though. As a parent, you know, like you just said, no one knows where it started. But do you feel that as a parent, if you're involved in your child's life, I'm not saying your kid's gonna tell you every single thing, but being the fact that you're involved,
especially at that teenage,
and you're involved in their life, and you're like, I know what's going on with you and whatnot.
You will notice that there's something wrong. Like they're not gonna. And sometimes, you know, growing up, especially when you're a teenager, you're embarrassed. You're not even gonna want to tell your mom like, oh, I'm getting picked on.
Right.
But as a mother, you know, if you're spending that time, even if you work, because I do work, I work 70 hours a week.
Very hard. We went to her taping, her show. She's great. She does her due.
I work very hard, but I will notice when there's something not right with the children in my home. With Sarah, and even with my stepson, Brandon, I notice when there's something wrong, whether it's something happening at school. I think, like, the first time that, you know, I noticed that he was into girls, he had a broken heart. He didn't tell me. But I knew exactly what happened because I'm there.
And he lost. He lost. and
it doesn't matter how hard you work. So
We get to that topic some
he
other time.
lost. So he knew that, hey, that's what it feels to lose.
That's a whole other topic.
But no, but I mean, yeah, that is another topic, but it kind of stems off of what I'm saying is, it's just the fact that they're not raised like we were to know that, hey, people not gonna like you. That's just all it is to it.
That's right.
Everybody's not gonna like you. So any young person that's watching this, hey, I ain't never met you, but I might not like you.
And who cares?
Who cares?
If I don't like you, who the hell is he? He don't like me half the time. I don't like him half the time. But who cares?
I'm not gonna can say and tell me, go kill yourself. You know what?
But seriously,
I might think about that.
I picked on you hard.
She
and if you
did.
had killed yourself,
You know
we would not be friends right
You know what I'm
now.
saying? She picked up. We used to, if y'all didn't know, I'm just so we used to go to high school together, and we used to bag. I'm talking about like other people would hear these bags and cry for us.
Right.
We were just like, damn, really?
Right.
You know?
Now,
but you know what?
friends.
Try to do the same crap now. And then, oh my God, he said that my hair was short on one side and it was uneven.
He's trying to rehash old bags right now.
And then a perfect example, like we talked about a little bit earlier. I don't want to mention no names, but when I was in high school, there was a girl there who was about 2 feet bigger than me. She came to the school and decided she was going to bully me. Guess what? She found out real quick that even though I was 2 feet shorter, she was not going to bully me.
You know what I'm saying?
I turned
And that's
it
the way
around.
it should be.
That is
But it
the
came to a
sign.
point where I'm not proud of this because this happened when when I was a kid. It came to a point where she was really feeling hurt about some of the things I did and said to her. And then her father came into the school and had a talk with me. Where is that person these days to say, okay, this has gone too far.
Right.
You guys need to stop.
Right.
Well,
I agree with you on that. There is nobody these days that are saying it's going too far.
Because everybody's too busy. And I'm not saying that you can't do your job or whatever, but you also have a #1 priority. Because guess what? You can't get fired from this job.
Right.
This is your job
Right.
until that child, either you pass away or they pass away. God forbid. That's your job. That you are a parent. Jobs come and go. So that's my thing with it.
That's it. I mean, y'all already know how I felt before on this topic, so now y'all got 2 other opinions.
As a parent, I feel like this is
she's
ridiculous.
a strong. Yeah, she feels like it's ridiculous herself. But let us know what you think again about cyberbullying. Go ahead, chime in.
Chime in.
And let us know how you feel about it. I'm Ike Love.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Janiyah.
And that's never mind.
And this
This is
Sarah.
China.
Just bleep out her name. We out.